So
He's
how
very
long
good.
have you been playing League? Is it since like I looked at your
I'm old,
OPGG?
bro. I've been playing since season 6. I've not been
Okay.
playing seriously like almost at all though. I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
like a few stints. I think season 7 I got gold for the first time, and then season 9 I got plat for the first time. And that's the seasons that I grinded quite hard, and then I have not grinded very much at all
Yeah.
until season 13, maybe 14.
Yep.
I definitely grinded one of the mythic seasons, and then I haven't touched the game at all, and then I'm mostly trying to play again now.
Right.
But I've always been like a normal game player.
And have you mainly been a top lane player or all over the place?
Yeah, literally my whole life.
Okay, okay.
I've always been a top primary. My secondary changed quite a bit. Right now, I'm playing a lot of support. But yeah,
Yep. And how long have you been playing Shen, like specifically, and how many
uh,
games do you think you have on him, like all time?
uh, I definitely picked him up like late season 6, but I don't think I started playing him properly, like one tricking him until like mid season 7.
Yeah.
I would probably say I have probably close to 5,000 Shen games.
Oh, okay. That's an experienced guy right there. Nice. Okay. So as you know, I've taken a peek and some notes at some of your games. I focused
Yeah, I've got a few
on.
notes as well.
Yeah, it will be interesting to compare. I'll share screen my
All right, let's have
Discord,
a look.
and you can see if you can see anything.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Okay. So I took a quick peek to start off, like the first couple of seconds of every game, just to see how often you actually placed your blade, right? So what do you think my results are?
Well, I can already tell you. This I think you might have seen it in the very last game I played. I've been kind of thinking to myself, I should probably place blade first, and then what I like to do is I like to hover
Yeah.
that wall on the like side of on like the side of like the blue side tower, that like wall between the jungle
Mm-hmm.
and the pixel bush. I like to hover that because then you get like a good entryway from the enemy jungle trying to invade like both top side and like close to mid side raptors. That's what I like to do. I don't know if you've noticed that, but
Mm-hmm.
I think a problem I have is I do that and then I don't place blade and I do it like pretty close to minion spawn.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely like. Oops. So in the Aatrox game, for example, you hovered like you covered very aggressively, and then they collapsed on you, so you didn't get a place
Yeah.
eventually. In the
Yep.
set games, you covered, and then you like went for an invade together with your team, but it wasn't a planned invade. It was like you realized, oh shit, maybe we invade her. I look for something, right? And it was the same in the
Yeah.
Singed game, like nothing planned, but you just happen to, oh, there's someone showing on the map technically, maybe I can walk there and like find something. And
I definitely have I'm very opportunistic. If I think I can find something, I really try hard to find something.
yeah, and usually it doesn't get you much, and you
I
end
know.
up either starting taunt or just getting late to lane or like something, right? I
Hmm.
would recommend you both for like efficiency, and it's good for you, but also just like being able to start the game in the same way every single time. It boosts your improvement curve so much because there's so few
I
things in
agree.
League that you can keep constant. So if you can like
Yeah.
keep a thing like how the game actually starts constant, you have such a like more streamlined way of like, okay, this is step one, now I work on step two. Okay, I have blade start is got down pat, right? The first drag through got down pat, and then like
Yeah.
you start working from there and taking the snowballs. But when you fuck up stuff level 1 pre minions, then it's like every game feels so much more chaotic
No, I
for
agree
you.
because like I can literally tell you, the game where I did place the blade early against the Yorick felt really good to play.
Yeah.
Like that first like trade, the first like trade or two that I had, I was like, man, this is really good.
Yep.
But I really like to cover because
Yeah.
I don't know, I've got a pet peeve of like my teammates not covering the jungle. The jungle gets like randomly invaded, and it's like, guys, like why are we hugging bot lane tower? Why is mid lane hugging his tower? Like, guys, come on.
Yep. I like every single game. I go up and place my blade. The first thing I do, but then
But
I
then you
instantly
cover.
go around to like not into the river bush, right? Because then they can be sitting there already, like the top laner. But I hover around there, so I have vision of if someone enters like our jungle. So I've covered my thing, and I have med blade placed. Like that's enough for me.
But you prioritize the blade, is what you're saying.
Yeah, while still not fucking up, so they can go past me. You know, if they go 5-man top, I still see it.
Definitely the play. Definitely something I need to more consciously think about.
Yeah. Okay. So let's start with the set game, I think. I looked at the set game, a Fiora game, and a Yorick game a little bit deeper.
I think the Fiora and set games are actually really good to look at. I put that in my notes. I really like those.
Yep. These were the two really clean stat games, the 9-1. So let's start with this.
I don't like to think of myself as a KDA player, but maybe that game was a bit of a KDA player game.
We're not looking at the full game either way, so we won't get to see the light kills.
You won't see that.
No. Yeah, so here's what we talked about a little bit. Like we don't have anything planned, but then you start pinging and like, oh, maybe we can fuck up the Shaco.
Yeah, to be fair, I always look at fuck up the Shaco, because if you fuck up those boxes, you can't do the weird jungle clear thing he does.
It's true. So here I would normally say, like, if you had your passive up here, then where would you say you'd want to stand optimally? Now you don't, but let's assume you do.
I would want to stand, because Set's obviously going to go for that low HP melee minion. I would want to stand like mirrored to him from the bottom. No, from the top. Sorry, like right above it.
Wait, from the top, from here?
Oh no, no, closer to the bottom. Yeah.
So here.
Placement, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that would hit, right?
Yeah, it would hit, but I would still have something to fix about this, because he walks up here, and then he can start hitting you like before you get the blade placed. So the right place is actually like down here.
I see. Because I'll have a range advantage of my Qdom.
Then you get to abuse the 75 extra range. Yes, correct.
Yes.
And
yeah, okay, that's true.
And if he starts running at you, then you just like kite down so he can't do it. So that when eventually he pauses to hit the minion, then you just approach from like over here. So you see what?
You know what? It all comes back around to the blade placement thing. I don't have my passive up here, so I obviously am not favored in this trade as much as I could be.
Yeah. Now we kind of just gotta chill. I think you do it the right way here. We just wait for passive, but like this is because of the blade placed, and this is like very, very huge in a matchup like Set. This is why like the invade really fucked you here, because now he's already got into double auto while we wait for your passive. And like, sure, we can play with that, but just recognize how much it makes your lane harder, you know?
It just changes so much, not having the blade placed early, not having passive up immediately.
Yep.
Good trade. I did not know he started W. Like that's when I learned he has W. I expected E. But...
Yeah, so you can actually see it on his bar here.
Oh wait, does the grid not fill up if he doesn't have W? I never noticed that.
It does not.
Oh, that's fair enough. That's actually a good trick.
So here he's already used his W, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know why you're scared here. You even have your passive. He has nothing.
Yeah, I could have definitely hit him more.
Could have definitely hit him more, yeah. And then every time you go for a trade in the early game, and then you decide that the trade is over. So like, even if you decide here like you don't want to trade anymore, what is the first thing we do?
I just hit a minion.
Yeah, that's one thing, but there's another thing before that even. We still hold the aggro from these minions, right? So that
I don't reset aggro.
So the main reason is not that you're gonna take more damage from this, but like
it's gonna push to him.
Yeah, and maybe that's not a big issue in this game specifically, because
it can be. Yeah.
But as a general rule of thumb, just either if you're close to a bush, run into it. But if you're not close to a bush, just run away until you see they de-aggro, and then we walk back every single time. Just it should be muscle memory, basically. Because you see here, like sometimes the minions are very unpredictable. Sometimes they're still hitting you. By the way,
they do some weird shit.
So always just wanna walk away. Okay, so this is a good all-in. We're not cutting him off properly here, so we're wasting a lot of time. Where he should have just died instantly if he ran there, but it's still okay.
Yeah, I think I end up flashing for this because I don't want to waste too much time.
Yeah. Okay, so I would recommend you just instantly press B here.
What I thought here when I was playing this match, I thought that the wave was too big, and if I be here instantly, I'm gonna lose minions.
It is quite big. It is quite big. It is like on the edge of where I would still recommend it. I think both are fine, you know, but especially if you're looking to like streamline your process and like not look to flip things when you're running Ignite, especially like if you have a fine recall, you usually take it. I would recommend you take it. That's fair,
yeah. I was on the fence about this in the game. I was like, I was like,
yeah.
Do I take the few minions that I'm gonna lose plus the wave pushing to my tower, or do I just get a good recall because I don't have TP, he has TP, so
you would get the XP from these two, for example, when you recall here, right? And there's no cannon. If there was a cannon, you would definitely have to stay because that kind of wrecks your wave really quick. But here, like, if you recall instantly, that's like 8 or 9 seconds of death timer. Then like 8 seconds of channeling TP in the early game. That's a long time. So these will slowly kill your wave, and then you will be already back, like basically here, right?
Theoretically, if this wave coming in right now is a cannon wave, would that make you more or less likely to recall here?
No, if this was a cannon wave, I would stay.
Yeah.
I would stay. But it's no cannon wave, so I would back.
Why would you stay? Because if you both have cannons, like doesn't like that kind of counter the push? So in theory, like you'd think that the wave wouldn't make comparatively the same amount of progress.
You're probably right. It would. Yeah, it would be fine to back, actually. You're right. If there was a cannon alive from the last wave, though, from enemy, for example.
If that was a cannon wave in the previous wave, I definitely see it. That's
you're right. But you would basically be here with this wave if you recalled.
Yeah.
So
you're right.
You would be fine.
100%. Yeah. It's obviously it's hard to like do this shit in games sometimes because you're thinking about all these things at the same time.
Yeah.
When you have some hindsight knowledge, like from
of course, of course.
I can make this decision more educated, more easily in the future. So that's really good.
That's why it's important to have these like triggers or habits of like every single time after you get a solo kill, instantly
you look at wave and then look at the wave coming in. Where is it and stuff like that.
Yeah. And make a quick decision whatever you do. So if you decide to stay, you stay, right? But make a quick decision and then you can look at the replay afterwards and assess if it was the right one. You don't want to find yourself hesitating.
I don't know if this game is in the replays that we're going to look at today, but there was a game that I played where me and my jungler were hard pushing the wave to the tower, and he left me like right before the wave crashed, and then I didn't get to crash in, and I couldn't figure the decision of if I should keep pushing it. I think it was in the Fiora game, yeah. And then she flashed on me and killed me because I couldn't figure out if I should keep pushing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here, when you
I think I make a big mistake here, somewhere around here. I'm so low HP, and I think I eat a big fucking bad trade here from this set.
Yeah, we do a couple of things, right? But
yeah, that was really bad.
The first thing, what is really bad here?
There's the. I don't think I should have dumped it in here.
So what's the issue?
I'm too low HP to be fighting him right now. Like his wave is really big.
I don't think that's the right takeaway. No, I think
okay.
we're fine trading him, but we have to do it in a specific way.
Okay. Do you think I taunted too early?
Yeah. What should you do instead?
I should lead with Q here, right? I should walk up.
What do you mean with walk up? Walk up to him here, and then Q.
No, walk up to yeah. I would walk to the left here of him as he's going for that minion.
Yeah. So would you walk like this to the left of him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
this is what I find you doing in all of the replays we've looked at, but I want to fix that. Okay. So I want you to not taunt, not walk there, but there's a third option. It's to loop around from this angle, right? Wide, slow, safe arcs. And if you manage to get yourself here without taking a trade, then suddenly he can't hit the minions, or if he hits the minions, then we get the drag through and we get to abuse the 75 range. And we start hitting him, and we still have W, we still have passive, we still have E to disengage. You're never gonna lose HP in these kind of trades. But you need to look for like, where can I stand where he gets in the line without him getting to attack us first. We want to attack him first.
Abuse the range.
Abuse the range. So that's gonna be a theme in every single replay we look at today. We look at a bunch of examples of this.
Everyone's got their bad habits, and this is definitely one of mine. I like to aggressively E a lot, especially if I feel like I'm winning, but this is not a winning trade if I just raw E like that.
Yeah, he could have also, he had many ways to play that better. You could have honestly died there, but...
Definitely, you know, when I saw him E me there, I think he could have committed harder.
Yeah. Okay, and so in this position here, like, I don't hate the idea of like holding this wave a little bit to not let him get the full crash and a perfect recall. But what should you do here, do you think?
So my thinking when this happened was, I thought we're both low HP, so I can probably like force him to stay in lane, because I think I'm in an advantageous position here. I think I can one-shot him during like the duration of like a taunt before he can kill me, but I'm very low HP. I think I can get Dove, realistically.
Yeah, but even if you're talking about the 1v1 scenario, like, every single little point of HP is very, very crucial, right? Yeah. So if we want to keep this from fully crashing, but we still want to value our HP, like, you ended up taking like 50 damage here, holding this.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So the only thing you need to do is make sure that these 3 minions don't crash. So you can like walk here for a little, use the passive, and suddenly your wave is gonna be here, and then you can even let these 3 go into tower range. That's fine, right? As long as these 3 stay outside, that's 9 versus 3. And that's still
good. But it's not
a
proper freeze then, right?
It's not a proper freeze, but you're not aiming to proper freeze this with this HP forever.
Yeah, you're right.
The only thing is trying to stop him from is taking a perfect recall right here. And this is gonna be like awkward freeze, and like he's gonna miss a lot if he takes that recall.
I definitely felt really awkward after I did this.
Yeah, because even here, like this backstep here, it shows that your mindset is like not conservative enough. Like here, if you just run backwards, it's still goodish. But you stay here and tank this for like a full second. I think it's even like 100 HP you lose or something.
Oh, and I had like I literally had my W off CD here.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Right now, that's bad.
Boom, boom, boom.
And he stays.
Yeah, he stays, and then...
And he's got set passive, and I don't have a set passive.
Yeah, and...
This was a really bad decision.
Here we just gotta let this crash. We've already denied him a shit ton, we have our solo kill. The only thing you're really aiming to do here is like, get yourself an okay recall. If he takes a slightly better recall than you right here, because you're forced to stay and farm this while he's walking back to lane, that's still okay. He's not gonna one-shot the even waves when he gets back, so you're not gonna miss a shit ton.
Yeah, and then look, I don't even get to hold it, and I died it. Yeah.
Yeah, like
this is a series of really big misplays, I think.
I think like we've done a lot of a bit weird things, but like this is the most psychotic one. Like trying to hold this wave here without
the lion holds every wave he sees, you just don't get it.
Yeah, but like I do agree.
We would have held it here too.
That if we end up hitting this taunt when he's under tower, and No, without your Q you still die. If you had your Q and W here and everything.
This one never happened.
Yeah.
This entire sequence never happened. This is a fever dream. But yeah, I agree. This is bad, and it all stems from that poorly done freeze.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Like weird, silly mistakes like this. These are not the thing. Yeah, exactly. These are not things that will be reproduced in every single game. But the mistakes earlier, they show that they will get reproduced every single game if you don't think about them and fix them.
So if I prevent that from happening in the first place, which is easy, then silly things like that just can't happen basically, or will happen.
Or it happens but doesn't kill you.
Yeah,
they won't kill you because
if I miss that taunt, I won't die there if I didn't lose all that health.
Yep.
Big so looks for a gank here. Yeah.
So here it's just like, what are you doing walking up here? Are you like hoping that he walks into you and you get a drag through here? I think it's.
I'm just trying to deny him from hitting my minion wave.
Yeah, but why?
Because if he commits to hitting my minion wave, then I'll get a drag through, and if he doesn't, then I'm zoning him from minion gold.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if you just stand here and chill, and he walks up to hit minions, then you get a drag through and you're happy, right?
So you're playing the sheep when you're actually the lion.
Yeah, and you're also not like zoning him from XP right now, right? XP range is over here, so like there's no real point to doing this unless like if you want to play it even faster, because you see that it's already hard pushing, so the slow approach isn't that effective, right? He's not gonna miss too much, so then you can just taunt if you want to, or like if we include Evelyn in this play. Then acting like the lion here is the most troll, right? This is bad in the 1v1,
right. Oh
but
my
it's
God.
like
I am so bad at posturing that my jungler is here. I'm so
because he's so confused right now. And then he's like, yeah,
that was really troll. No, I agree. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah, if the wave's hard pushing so hard, I think a taunt would not be bad.
Yeah, in the 1v1, I think a taunt would be best. If we include Evelyn, knowing Evelyn is here, then acting like a sheep would be best, and seeing if he walks up a little bit.
Definitely. I think there's an overarching problem that I have that I kind of need to kick. I have this thing with and you probably noticed this yourself. I have this thing with over-aggression. I don't play patient enough, and I posture really hard a lot.
Yeah. Yep. And the most problematic time to do that is level 1. We'll see that in like at least one of the other games, but like your level 1 approach should be like place blade, trade efficiently, drop aggro, replace blade, trade efficiently, like play for level 2.
You play Shen level 1 like a poke champion.
Yeah, basically.
Like a very, very short range poke champion. But in the scheme of melee champions, you're actually very, very high range.
Yeah. Because the thing is, Shen is the only melee champ that can really trade that efficiently, level 1.
Yeah, exactly.
His range, attack speed, and shield. He's got 3 tools that's really good at it. But most champ players think, okay, level 1 to 5 I'm strong, therefore I take every single trade, every single all-in, and then they end up in a positions where both people are like, maybe you win the trade, right? Maybe you are 50% HP at the end of it, and enemy is like 30 or 40. But you could have done better. You could have been 90% HP and enemy is 60%, and suddenly when you taunt him, you either get a kill or enemy is like 10%, and you're still healthy, and you can stay in lane after the enemy uses his TP. So yeah.
And then if you pull that shit against a Riven, she one-shots you level 1.
Yeah, that's true as well. So here's the same thing, right? Can you identify what I mean here?
See.
Like it ends up fine, but we could have done it better.
Oh, do you think I should have walked with him?
No.
Oh. Wait.
So it's hard to actually like analyze this for you probably because it ends up so good. But the issue is that we're approaching him in a way where he can hit us first, basically, because we're forced to.
So I waste my W early.
Yeah, that is
because I recognize it.
That is true as well. But if he takes a step up here, the drag through also misses, right? Like you're pressing Q, hoping that like the little step you do while this is in the air, that makes it hit him. But if he just walks up here, it misses, and he can just commit for the trade. And he also gets to hit you first here. Your W barely gets in time here, but like in a lot of words, if he presses instantly, he gets a free attack on you. While if you approach from here, then we have him in the line, and we get to attack him first guaranteed, and then like the hit, the drag through is more likely to hit. So basically when he goes for this minion, then we walk here, and then he's guaranteed inside the line and he can't dodge. Then we walk at him, press it, like attack him, and we have our W and passive and shit.
I definitely don't think about these wide swings enough. I don't know if I have a ward here, but if you have a ward here, do you ward this bush, or do you just walk in from the wide angle?
I don't think you would have to ward, because like you know that he's gonna walk up outside the bush to hit this. So the moment that this is low, you walk here, and then you have the angle. Whether you lose the vision of him for a millisecond when you press it, it doesn't matter, because you know that it's gonna hit. And I walk into the bush, trade, and normal stuff.
How much outrange does Set get from his Q? It's 50, right?
What did you say? Seconds from?
No. How much range does Set Q give him on his autos? I think it's 50, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if it does anything actually, but I'm pretty sure it does.
It doesn't say anything here, but League client is bad, so it's possible it does.
It sure is.
So here we got a left Q over, right? And he's used this E, like this is an angle, right? To
this is an angle for 4 Qs. Right
4 Qs, yeah. And I would say like as a general rule, like if you see an angle for a good trade, like trade over CS, over last hits every single time. So because if you manage to like get him to, he would go to like this HP or something with a trade, then it doesn't matter even if you lose 3 last hits or even a cannon. Like it's hard giving up a cannon, but like if you see an angle for a really good trade, I'm giving up cannons every time, because if you can force him to like either die or take a bad recall here without TP, that's absolutely game winning. You getting like even a wave of last hits is not game winning in the same way. Like it's so big if the enemy loses a lot of XP and like gets behind. And the thing is, he's gonna lose last hits as well, so it's not like it's only last hits for XP, but if he recalls or dies, he loses both last hits and XP.
Definitely. And it's the old adage of like you want to deny resources more than get them yourself, because the enemy's better with resources than you are.
That is true, but that's just another thing like on top of it. But even on other champions, I would still recommend you do this if you see an angle for a good trade. But on Shen, even more so.
Definitely.
So here's a very similar thing, right? Where should we be?
Yeah, I see it. I should be walking up.
Not straight up, right?
No, up around towards the.
Yes.
Yeah, like here in a circle towards the brush. So
wide, smooth arcs that are safe and beautiful. Like we're walking through flowers and suddenly we're in the right place. Like it's so easy once you think of it, but it is very hard to think of it.
It's really cool. I don't think about this, but yeah, like Shen is like a melee Velcro as you're playing geometry.
True. So here I don't really liked how he played this. Clean kiting. The only thing it was a little bit close here once we went for this taunt, that he was spamming his R out of it, right? And you barely got to an angle.
Yeah, I should have started walking first before I autoed him.
Yeah. But otherwise it was perfect.
I'm also doing a shorter taunt.
Like the recall as well.
Nice.
So here, this is also something that will come up in every single game. So
yep.
What do you think I'm gonna comment on?
Blade placement.
Yeah. What's the way we would?
I should have walked up way higher up. I should probably place this somewhere between that top melee minion and that ranged minion here, I think.
I would say like even walk up here.
Even here.
Just make it easier for yourself.
That's fair.
And if if you are confident enough that the enemy is not a threat to you because you have killed him, like you have a good item lead, etc., you have a level lead, then the best way is to actually taunt him the moment he arrives in lane, and that way get a blade placed, just trade him, and we also take aggro from the minions for a little bit, which is a good thing, because you're aiming to trade him down and keep the wave here. So
and my minion wave is still pretty far away. The new one, I mean.
Yeah. So you buying time is really good. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, I definitely could have taunted in here. I don't know why I didn't.
Because he doesn't have R, etc. It's just like
I have a thing of like sometimes I pull the trigger in like a really weird time, and then sometimes like maybe I was thinking about waiting for Evelyn.
Maybe you were. In that case, good job.
I genuinely can't remember.
Yeah.
If I did it, then good. If I didn't, then I don't know. I'm just I'm just stupid. And we get a flush.
Yes.
Jungle gap.
but here though, like he should have died here. So even in a 1v1 scenario, right? If we ignore that she's top lane, what should we have done here?
Do you think I should have gone back in? Because he's stacking his conquer. Do you not think he beats me here? If I all enemy here?
Like we don't have to go for an all-in, you know, but you should definitely go for a taunt and drag through.
He blew his cooldowns.
He blew both his cooldowns, yeah. So if you just taunt and then kite to this side, so you can't RU here or something, so he would have to RU into tower, then you definitely win the short trade and just get out.
Yeah, you're right. I think I overvalue his conquer here. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I was like I know he's got it almost stacked here, so I'm like I'm just gonna not all in him and wait for the conquer stacks to wear off. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. And crucially here, you should not walk up to like use your normal auto attacks, but you should also not let him run away. So here kite like spacing is very important here. You want to keep him in taunt range, so you can't just run away. But you don't want to trade yet, so you want to wait for this to be up. So you want to stay here, and if he runs away, you follow, and if he runs at you, you run away and tether him to like the taunt range.
The lion does not use the baby auto attack.
Yeah, the baby auto attack is not a thing.
It's not a thing, and it can't hurt you. Yeah, that was definitely a kill. If I just played it better, you're right.
Yep.
And then that kill snowballs into like guaranteed. Like I don't like it's probably guaranteed already, but the grubs would be extra guaranteed if Set dies. It would be way less risky.
Yeah.
I think do I ult this? I do.
Yeah.
I think I might have ulted too early. What do you think? I think maybe I should wait for them to commit, because then I blow a flash on the swing here. But I also don't want her to die.
So what is the general rule here? Whether we wanna R late or early? What's the questions we ask ourselves? Whether we
can she survive? if I are late, like can she survive? And how much? Like what do we get out of it if we are like at different times?
Yeah. So do you think if we are late here that she survives?
In hindsight, yeah. I think I was just worried in the middle of the game, but in hindsight, I think she does. Yeah.
Yeah. So because like her HP bar, they will have to like take a bunch of tower shots during that time. Definitely. So they will be like in a very, very low position by the time they get here. There's no way they can stay and commit to bursting through your shield. That's gonna be even bigger, by the way, because low missing HP.
Low HP. Yeah. No, I definitely agree. It was like a panic moment, I guess. So definitely something to work on.
Yep.
Recognizing that better.
And
it's way better.
It's a very
we kill all of them.
It's a very common Shen thing, like R-ing too early once you look at the fight, because you feel like, oh, this is a good like R moment, therefore I R now. Like just having the patience of letting the enemies commit if they don't have.
I think the worst part is I already waited. Like I looked at it and I was like, I'm not gonna ult yet, and then I'm like, fuck it, I'm doing it now. I think that's the worst part.
It's fine. Don't think I wrote something down more. Okay, that was the last thing. So let's move to another game.
Nice. What's this one? Fiora? I made a lot of big mistakes in this game, and I can already tell you that.
It was this, right? Yep.
Yeah. Don't let the scoreline fool you. I blundered this lane really hard in some moments.
I mean, you probably blunder hard in every single lane, and so does the enemy. It's just about like minimizing your blunders a little bit.
That's the problem with this elo. It's like you can be like
that's the problem with any
that.
elos. Like even
True.
master GM Shens will do a couple of blunders.
Oh, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the enemy team. Like, sure, I can make a few mistakes, but like the enemy team also makes just as many. As I do.
Yeah. And don't think that will change as you climb to Diamond Monsters. It's just like slightly less mistakes.
It's all just a different flavor of bad.
Yeah, and same for Challenger, right? Like, but then it's
Challenger
even
plays
less.
are really bad actually if you think about it.
Yeah. We're not AI. We're humans, all of us.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the first thing I'm gonna say?
I should not be standing here.
Where should we be standing?
Up towards like near between the bushes here, right?
Yeah. So you want to get to this area, and we don't want to run past her to do so. So wide, big arcs.
Yeah, wide arc. Yeah. I was thinking that.
And the moment you
should started there.
The moment you should realize you're in like a bad position should be the moment that she walks out this bush. You should realize that the place I want to stand should be here. You start walking there already.
Yeah, I'm not positioned in like a mirrored enough manner.
Yeah, and this is a very, very, very both important and the easiest thing to improve, because it's something that starts in the same manner every single game you face a melee champion. It's the first thing that happens when you come to lane, like except for placing the blade. Placing the blade, and then as soon as the waves arrive, you see, okay, where does the enemy stand? Where do I have to stand to stop them from freely autoing the minions? Because your level 1 planet Shen, it's literally only to trade well enough that they can't hit your waves. Like our ultimate goal here, level 1, is to get level 2 first, right? If we get level 2 first, we get to taunt their ass and take a really good trade while they're still level 1. That's the ultimate goal, and the way we get there is not to attack the enemy wave more than they attack ours. That's the way you do it with a lot of champions, especially champions like Mordekaiser, Renekton, things with AoE, right?
I think that's my problem, because I've been off Shen for so long. I've been playing a lot of Jax, and that's definitely so you want to order the wave.
Yeah, you definitely want to order the wave as Jax. With Shen, your goal is to like trade or threaten to trade the enemy so that they don't attack this at all, and then you get the push with literally one auto attack on the minion, or just get it automatically by starting a trade and making these focus you. That's even more common, that you don't even have to auto attack them even once, apart from last hits.
Yeah, you're right.
So the crucial thing, stand in the right place and then threaten and take the drag through, and then drop aggro after we have taken the short trade, right, into a bush.
That positioning also helps with, right?
Yeah. And then like replace the blade without losing too much HP, and we have time for like 2 drag through Qs before we get level 2, right? We don't have time to like place this before lane, take 1 drag through Q, replace it, take 1, and then go for a 3rd replace. At that point, the 7th minion that's gonna get you level 2 is already dying or about to die. So at that point, we just save our Q so we have it up for when you ding 2 and taunt. But this is what you want to work on the most, to like get this level 1 strategy down, and you have so much more of a free lane, and you can get yourself to like, for example, solo kills and freezable positions way more often, so you can get better at those quicker, because there's games feel less chaotic.
Yeah. Oh, I can hear myself.
Yeah. Let's see. I can maybe. I'll just do this maybe, but because I don't know how to fix it right now.
It's fine.
Okay, so here's the thing I talked about, where like your mindset is a little bit too aggressive, because we take a couple of drag throughs. First off, you're not dropping the minion aggro, which makes you take quite a lot of damage here, but or quite a bit at least. But here, so she used her Q, so your instinct is to chase after her. I don't hate this because we're looking to replace the blade too. So if you pressed Q right here and attacked her once, blocked her vital with your passive that was gonna come up when you press Q, and then walk away, we're happy with that, right? But you're greeding for the drag through.
Yeah.
You're greeding for the drag through so badly.
And I don't even get it.
Yeah, you don't even get it because she's playing it well. But even if you got the drag through, it would still not be great. It would still be you lose like crucial HP that should have like kept you healthy and safe.
I definitely get too low early on in the lane too often.
Yes, like most Shen players do. And after this happens as well, where should we be standing?
Yeah, loop around back to the top bush, right? The middle bush.
Yeah, not necessarily all the way to the bush, but like loop around so that she's inside the line. And then if you keep her there for a long time, for an extended amount of time, then it's harder for her to dodge as well because she doesn't know the exact timing of when you're gonna press Q, right? So like, is it gonna do it now or now or now or now? She doesn't know. But if you never like keep her in the line, and then once you go here, then she's like, oh, he's looking to do that. Then Fiora specifically can also react by like dashing here, and there's no way you're gonna hit it. So always keep them in the line and then mirror their movements, and then decide to take a moment where you go for it. Especially important versus things with dashes.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree.
Because here, like, because of how we've played this lane, and we have let her attack minions during the entire part of this early game. Like, now as well, if you had done this, where you just placed the blade, took a good short trade and walked back, you have first access to the wave. And now if you don't think you're gonna get level 2 first, then you have time to attack a couple of times when she's not attacking or threatening to attack because she's zoned away. And also, if you stood here in the right threatening position, she wouldn't have been able to attack as freely either. But she ends up
and then I lose
getting
level 2 first, and then this fight should not be this close. This I think I end up killing her here.
Yeah, you end up seeing a good kill angle, but yeah,
But I'm so low. That should not be this low. I could have literally been like over half HP if I played this better.
Yep. That's the takeaway here.
And now I have to recall.
Yep. I lose quite a lot, so it could be even worse here. In a lot of cases, this would be slow pushing a little bit more clearly towards the enemy, and you would just be fucked.
In a lot of cases, the enemy is TP.
Yeah, that is true as well.
That's the funny thing of League. Like, one small mistake snowballs into like a massive blunder.
Yep. So here you come back to lane. We have a good item advantage. What should be your first thing we're looking to do?
Place the blade.
Yes, and based on the last game, what is the even better thing to do?
Yeah, I should taunt her.
Yeah. Wait, first off, you don't have taunt. Oh, well, if you're gonna taunt to lane, which is good, obviously.
I should do it early. I think I'm trying to min-max the speed from home guard, so I think I do it right after home guard ends. I don't think that's a good idea, to be honest.
Like... Wait.
Oh my god.
No, what? You have it. Was it bugged?
Maybe it was a bug. Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Because. Yeah.
No, I don't have it.
No, it's bugged. It's bugged. You have it. You have it.
Okay.
So, anytime you're close, like to a Fiora or a Gragas or something that you don't want them to be able to react to your taunt, it's a very common thing for Shen players to like just forget that they can use your taunt because okay, they still have their defensive ability, right? But
they can't react to it.
There's no way they can react to this, especially when you've been walking beside them for like quite a while, so like they cannot pick a moment Like you can taunt here, you can taunt here, you can taunt here, you can taunt here, here. Like there's.
You can also do like a stutter step backwards for like 1 frame and then taunt in when they think that you're walking away.
Yeah, you can do that, but like if you're in a position like this where you're literally like on top of them for this long, you don't have to do that, or it's
they have
even
no
bad to do
idea.
that.
They can't react.
Yeah.
And if they react, they're just fake. You're like, what can you do?
Yeah, and if they react, you still have your W. Like you're not gonna take a bad trade. The only thing it's gonna even out. You know, like you're gonna deny the whole trade back.
You're 100% right. I think against Fiora, I think a lot of people do this. I definitely do this. I get very skittish on her W.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with Queen E, or Queen E, yeah. So like you can skill test a Queen a bunch of times as long as you have W. You're not gonna take a bunch of damage. By the time you're out, and if she keeps chasing after that, she's gonna like take more damage from minions than you take from her auto attacks.
I agree. So. I don't know why I do this with Shen, because on Jax, like I said, I used to play a lot of Jax. You do want to like kind of skill check the fear of your E, because if she does parry you, like you still have E.
Yeah.
So definitely should readjust my mindset here for this champion as well.
Yeah, and here as well, we're sitting with a bad blade and slow pushing this into a level 2 Fiora and having a passive mindset for literally like 15 seconds. If you just walk here, be ready to skill test her. If she like walks away here, we can even zone some XP in the meantime, or just, probably would just find a trade here as well. Could have just taunted. This is not max range. This is probably not reactable. At least my Fioras in Challenger don't react to that range.
How do you know this guy's not better?
Yeah, I don't know. And like here again, you're like 1 centimeter off for so fucking long, and we can just taunt her. She's very squishy.
Yeah.
You have an item advantage, even if she's level 3. You still win this.
Big blunder.
And here, if we have seen the echo, we probably should have kept the taunt for a little bit longer here. Like, just Balls of Steel, just walk, take a little bit more damage.
I can tell right now, I didn't know he was coming until I heard the W click, because I wasn't looking, I was too busy fighting.
Yeah, that's fair. So here you should have pinged instantly to push this wave. There's no pings.
Yes, I should have. This is what I was talking about. I think he helps... Oh wait, is this what I'm talking? Yeah, it is. Yeah, he helps me push this. And then this is where the next wave... Wait, no, is this not it? No, it's not it.
But this was good because he helped you, but it was not your call.
Yeah.
Like, you did ping it, but you pinged it way later.
He chose to help me.
Yeah.
But this is not what I was thinking about. I think it's the next time.
Are we waiting for something?
I think I'm waiting, yeah. I actually want to talk about this. I think I blundered my itemization. I actually think if I was going to commit to a Bramble Vest early, my first recall, instead of this Ruby, this should have been like... This Ruby potion should have been Cloth Armor, like, refillable.
I don't care exactly what you pick, but I care about you waiting for 35 gold in base.
That's what I mean. I think the thing is, if I get the Cloth Armor level 1, then I don't have to wait for the Bramble, and if I was gonna commit to Bramble, I should not have gotten the Ruby, so...
I think it's fine to go Ruby into Bramble if you back with 800 gold, but if you don't back with 800 gold, it's also fine to not get a Bramble the first pack. Like I said, you're gonna have a mega item advantage either way here. You can go Ruby and a Cloth here, and you're gonna completely shit on her. But
I mean, this kind of loops back around to an from that I have that I need to kind of work on is CSing. I've never been very good at CSing, I'll be completely honest.
Yeah, I mean...
I think like this 1 less minion, I don't have to wait.
Nah, but that's not a productive thought, honestly. But like, CSing should not be your priority. It should be a byproduct of
That's fair.
Just laning better and then freeing up mental space, so you're eventually gonna see us better because the trading patterns sit so much more comfortable in your bones, you know.
That's an interesting interesting thought. I haven't heard that one before, but I like it.
Yeah. Because you should have been here like 10 seconds, like 15 seconds ago.
Yeah, I wasted so much time. This is so bad.
Because if you're there earlier, you have so much more time to trade her. You can still trade her the moment you get here. You still have a enormous item advantage, and I hope you do here. But
let's hope. Don't fail me now.
If you were here even like 10, 15 seconds ago, it's so much more free. You have so much more time to pick your moments. So here again, like, you're melee range with her, just taunt her, get the blade, trader. Like because she's still allowed to attack minions here.
Yeah, I should not be able. She should not be able to get away with that.
And also, your minions are taking the damage from these minions all the time here. You should have been saving these by taking aggro while you have your passive and W anyway, and take a good trade, and then we can drop the aggro in a bit here when she runs away, and like just keep the wave here while maybe thinning it a little bit because it's a little bit big, but.
It really does feel like sometimes I just pick the most random time to fight. Like, I don't fight when it's good sometimes, and sometimes I fight when it's bad.
So here as well, because you're so ahead in items, and she just used her riposte and her E, like, you can just stand here and fight her. Save the taunt, just stand here, fight her with MQs, and like take the minion aggro, and if she stays and fight for longer, then you ignite, right? And once she starts running away, because there's no way she can fight you with these items and her being ignited, etc. When she runs away, then when your Qs are close to being up again, then you taunt her, and she's just dead by the time you Q again. You need to know when you're strong. This is definitely like one of those times.
Yeah. This is the didn't hit tab diff.
Yep. Here as well, she's just dead, right? You do not you do.
I do not need to ignite. First of all.
Well, first of all, yeah, but you also. Okay, it actually works out. Your Q was close enough, but I would have honestly told you to just to be safe, wait a little bit with your taunt here. Just until your Q is even more sure to be up while she's.
I think what I was thinking here, because I don't know FRW equal enough by heart, I was like sure that it wasn't up yet, but it could have been up.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm not sure.
That's fair.
My thinking could have been wrong though. I genuinely don't know.
I just like to still when I'm in range to or when I'm able to get. To keep attacking her where I'm already standing, I just like as a habit to keep my taunt to chase her if she does something unexpected, or she doesn't have flash here, but let's say she had flash and flashed away or dashed away, or like it's really nice to start with the taunt. But this is good.
I agree.
This is good. This is good stuff.
No, I still prefer your idea. This was good, but it could have been better. 100%. Oh, I really like the SAR. I think the SAR was really good.
Yeah, it's just good. Yeah.
I knew Vega was gonna do that. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, beautiful.
And a double tongue.
I think it's better to just go for the like. They will kill these people. Like if you just stand here and like, or even walk in here, see if you can catch the Jinx unaware after this. Because you can be here zoning, making sure that Jinx doesn't kill them. Like they're gonna kill this guy alone, and then maybe you can get a summoner at least. From Jinx.
You're right. There's four of us here, not including me. They can definitely finish. Yeah, you're right. That's a nice little optimization, actually. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. I think I didn't write anything more. Yeah, let's check the Yorick game. Before we're done, let's do it a little bit quicker here.
Alright, let's do it.
What was it? Oh, 487. You see what's gonna be the first point here? Whoops.
Oh, I couldn't tell you. Is there a recurring pattern? Clearly not, right?
Didn't approach from the right angle.
Yeah. I mean, it's good that I know this now. This is something that I can quantifiably change, like almost immediately.
For sure.
At least I got the blade this time, hey?
Yeah, I mean, you still get the blade in most of these instances, just that it's not as guaranteed. And
yeah,
yeah.
I agree. No, I was just gonna say, yeah, it's not guaranteed. Like, if I can get bullied off of placing it if I do it so late, like I do in a lot of these games.
Yeah, and like if he ends up sidestepping it, like you lose so much important time where you're and they get crucially access to hit the wave again unless you want to trade like mech.
And once
trades.
again, here I should be standing like up, sort of between the top caster and the top melee.
Yeah, even before, like right
before,
here, once you see,
like I mean, I already should be up. Yeah, I already should be up.
You should be here, keeping him aside, and then if he tries to hit still, then we get dragged through, and if he stays passive, then it's very important you don't overpush. You don't get bored if he's sitting here, because so then you just maximize the time where we're playing in this area for like so long, right? And then we will get our trades.
And that is good. You don't wanna play on their side.
Yeah. But this is still a good trade, and
you would go for all three of these, right?
Yeah, I would. Here, what do you think we're doing wrong?
I'm giving him the auto, right?
Yeah.
I should be looping around to get my blade, but not give him the auto for free.
Yeah. I think you're just walking up a little bit too early, right? Like you are kind of trying to loop around, and maybe you could do it
even if he autos me, I have passive shield.
But you can't apply it when. Yeah. You mean if you wait?
Yeah. That's what I mean. If I waited a little bit, walk up, I can Q, and then I block his damage with passive.
Yeah, and then we attack him once with grasp, and it's even a good trade, and then you run out.
Yeah, I agree.
Because here, like
this was still good once again, but it could have been better.
It was not good. If we look at his HP, like before the trade and after, like you definitely lost a lot more here.
I see it. Yeah.
One auto attack, one Q, and you didn't block anything.
Value.
So yeah.
I see. Yeah, you're right.
And here again, not standing in the right spot. Right after this, we have our passive about to be up. We should be here threatening to play for a guaranteed level 2 first. And here, like again, he gets to auto attack us before the passive is applied.
Yeah.
This is damage we should never take, and this is important damage to not take.
This is, yeah, I agree.
And here again, we still have minion aggro. We should have gone into this bush when we noticed.
Oh yeah, I forget he warded this. Yeah, definitely.
This is good. We forced the flash. We couldn't have gotten the kill there. But here he should, like, especially versus stuff like Yorick and Nasus and things that can lifesteal, and that's their way of sustaining. Where should you be standing right now?
I should be standing more to the left here.
Yeah, way to the left, right? Because you don't want him to be able to Q you, and so you want to be able to get the drag through here when he goes for this, but you don't want to let him Q you instead. So that's why you stand here, and if he runs at you, then what do we do?
Q? No, walk away.
Walk away, yes. Take a small step back until he stops chasing you, and when he turns back to attack this, then we walk forward again. And we get this, abuse the range, and boom, boom, boom. Yep.
I mean, this guy can't play if I play it right, but I think I give him the opportunity to play.
Yep.
Would you posture here more forward? But like not, obviously not.
No, I like the back posture here. I like it.
Okay.
The other option we have, like, this is a fine way to play it, but just like another way of playing it would be to insta crash this right now, because we have gotten like as many trades as he's guaranteed to give us outside the tower. At this point it's already pretty hard pushing, so if it's already hard pushing, then it's nice to be able to get the bounce back as quickly as possible, because you don't want to be laning here or like in front of his tower for extended amounts of periods. Like if you don't do anything to this wave will barely arrive, but kind of get stuck here awkwardly for quite a while, and that's like okay for one wave. But if you can avoid it by quickly killing these two and making these crash before the next wave arrives so it bounces, that's good.
But that's the problem, right? If I what I'm saying is, like, you're right about this, and the problem is that this doesn't crash, and I'm on a jungle gank timer because we know Nocturne started bot line.
Yeah. And like jungle gank timers, I don't care about that as long as you're taking in efficient enough trades. You will not die.
You can
just because of side. Like maybe not 2v1, but you can always just walk away.
Walk away, yeah.
Because the thing is, if he's a little bit lower than this, let's say, and then they chase you, then Yorick will have to play defensively, and you can 1v1 the Nocturne for a bit and then just walk away. And if he commits, then you just kill the Yorick and then walk away.
I agree. I like the earlier crash. I think I made a mistake here as well.
But this is still fine. But the thing is, now when the next wave has come in, this is a good time to place your ward without losing anything. So you have one area where you can actually see everything. So I like placing my ward here. Even if you lose one last hit, you're not gonna lose any XP, and that's the most important thing here.
I mean, if I'm planning on recalling, actually, I think I dive him.
I definitely like the dive, but if you have a ward here, then the dive is so much safer, because then you have a free way out afterwards.
Because wave crashes no matter what. Yeah.
Because the thing is, we take this, and then now he could be here, he could be here, right? You have no idea, so you just walk into him and you die. And this is pretty unavoidable, by this point. But if we just like recognize that, okay, I'm in a great position here. We're gonna dive eventually. This next wave is coming in. We ward when the new wave has just arrived. This is a crucial thing here, because like they're full HP, so you can even do it without losing any last hit. You're maybe gonna lose one, or you can just take this last hit, place it, and then run back. This is a very important ward timer.
Yeah, I agree. This would have been a good ward.
And if you realized here that you missed the ward and you wanna go for it ASAP before he lifesteals, then there's another way of playing it, right? How could you play it a bit different this dive?
Not commit with E at the beginning.
Yeah, what would you do then?
Walk up and Q, like drag through.
And even here, you can apply the same concept as earlier, which is to
walk around, loop around.
Smooth, slow arc, so he can't hit you. And then we get the drag through. We can abuse the 75 range from even under tower. And then
if I get caged or if Nocturne ganks, I just taunt out and flash out. I have both.
Yeah, like if you start walking here and he cages you, then like you can either I would just attack the cage twice here and then keep doing the same thing.
When I say cage, I meant like when I commit, because I don't think he's gonna. I mean, maybe.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, like, if you get back here, right, and you drag through, you attack him once, twice, and then taunt through him. You know he doesn't have flash, so that's gonna kill, right? So unless he predicts your taunt to be here by placing the cage, like you're gonna be out of it.
I agree.
So you won't even have to flash.
Yeah, and then I lose the coin flip of where the Nocturne is gonna be.
And this is a good concept, even ignoring the Nocturne, just about the 1v1. This is a good concept to do generally, to dive as efficient as possible, because that can make dives possible when you're a bit lower than you were, or he's a bit healthier than he was.
I agree.
Just to be able to taunt away.
It's definitely harder to see mistakes when, because like this is ultimately, even if I die here, it's still a pretty good outcome. I mean, look at the wave Yorick loses.
Yeah, it's true. It's still good.
But it could have been so much better.
Yep.
Definitely good to think about that.
And here we have the same exact thing, I would say. Like, it is a quite big wave, but you're a level up. You can taunt him here. Just play it a little bit quicker. Take the minion aggro. Get a blade placed. And
Shen can kind of just ignore the minion away, to be fair, for at least a couple seconds with the W and the passive shield.
Yeah. Still fine though, but okay. So here's a little bit advanced trick here. After these two, the like, I would just, or not that advanced, but like it's not easy to see the angle if you haven't thought about it. Just like he wants to Q you right here, right? You don't have the W, so you know that this is gonna be a big chunk of you. So instead of taking this last MQ right now, we wait until it's soon to be up. We keep ourselves at range. We're not gonna let this crash, but we just walk with it until 2 seconds have passed, and then we taunt him. And then attack him with the last Q, and then drag through, boom, 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 and it's so much more efficient.
Q, but I get 4 Qs.
Yeah, exactly. And if you do it like this, and then you end up taunting now, he's gonna have 2 Qs in this trade. His Q is gonna be up, and if you do it the other way, he gets just 1 Q off in the entire trade.
I see. Yeah, that's actually really good.
And here as well, like, unless you think Nocturne could be here, you could have also not attacked a minion here and then just look to taunt him once your Q is up. You just win this. You do end up going for it, but you should have had 1 more MQ here.
I had 2, yeah, and that's a kill.
Yep. Oh, and we attack minion.
I hit a minion, doesn't matter. If I had the extra MQ and I don't hit a minion, I think I kill him here.
Yeah, and even here he's dead, right? Like,
yeah, he's still dead.
You
but
know,
it could have been easier.
you know he doesn't have flash. He's like completely zoned off. You just need to walk here, and we're eventually gonna get the drag through wherever he walks. And he's just dead. But we're kind of chilling for a taunt. Here we taunt him, right?
I think so.
No.
Oh.
You let him walk away. We probably eventually get this kill, but okay, with Talon.
Oh yeah.
But
I think I leave it for Talon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. This could have been killed like.
The thing is, even if like Talon is happy with a kill, right? But it's way better for the game if he can just farm his camps efficiently and not show, and then he can maybe like be here for something else on the map in a while. Now they know that Talon is top. Nocturne is fine to like start Drake, and
he does get it. He does get Drake.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Yeah, this could have been played so much better.
I'm just gonna 5:53. Did I write anything? Let's jump to last 2 points of the day.
Okay, let's go.
Oh yeah. So here we have a good blade, right? We have approach velocity. He's in an unplayable lane state where we're really happy right now. And you use your drag through like before super early before you have your taunt. And then we get scared away. Like at this point, even if you're slowed, you were so close that you can probably just run at him. You even have boots advantage and still get in range to get 6
Worst case scenario, he just flashes away, which is still good.
Yeah. And then you stress your taunt, right?
Yeah.
Because you wanna use your MQs, but like
yeah,
when you're in a place like this, you have so many times where you can taunt. You can say no to like 58 and you're still gonna have a free taunt. You know?
Yeah.
So missing taunts in lane is pretty unforgivable, while missing taunts in a team fight is very, very understandable, and I expect it to happen. Yeah, and I miss so many more taunts in team fights than in lane, because in lane you have no stressor.
You're very accurate with taunts in line.
Yeah. Because I say no to so many. I'm like, I might miss this one. We take the next one.
Yeah, you can be more picky and choosy, but in a team fight, it's like you kind of have to be like, okay, I need to go now.
Yeah. Because here, like, we end up using our flash for a kill in this scenario, which is
it's not guaranteed. He just fucked up his flash.
Yeah, and it was not even guaranteed. Yeah, he could have flashed away and like placed this thing, but he was trying to both catch you and flash at the same time, and then he got confused.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. And because the thing is, he should have
kill
died
range.
here without using your flash. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Even if he flashes away, you just let him get away and you keep freezing. And it's like, because you having your flash here, it's so much more safe when you're crushing lane anyway. Because now you end up taking some kind of weird fight. And if you had flash here, this is so much different.
Yeah, I agree.
We would have just flashed on Nocturne there, one-shot him, and gotten out before Katarina gets here. But we end up dying here. And Yuri kind of gets back into the game from this. So, but we do end up taking one of my favorite R's back to lane and kind of saving it a little bit. It's really nice when you don't have your TP to get back to lane.
It's a cheat code.
For sure. Okay, that's a lot of information.
There's a lot of information to process, but I think a lot of it is actually easy to process.
Yep. If you would summarize most important key points that you're gonna focus on the most from today,
Okay. So first of all, place blade early. That's step one. Step two, mirror movement, and loop around so I don't give them any free damage as I walk up.
Why?
When I'm
Can you like just so you remember it better?
so I can abuse my Q range, plus passive, plus a power to like damage, when the enemy can't really trade back. Make the trades lopsided from the beginning.
Yeah. He won't get any trade back. Yep.
Yeah. And I can taunt more aggressively when I'm much stronger.
More aggro when I'm much stronger. Like what's yeah, I guess.
Like level up, item up, champ diff.
Yeah, when item up, level up, champ diff, and CDs, right?
Yeah, cooldowns, yes, good.
And like, why good? Like, obviously it's good because like you can, but I would add as well like makes minions
the wave
focus
attacks you, right?
Yeah.
So
And doesn't let them push. This is even bigger one. Because if you take it slow, then and you have to wait for QC again. If you walk up and place the blade, and then they can attack the wave, they can use their abilities on the wave, and a lot of top laners have AOE abilities, and suddenly you're dealing with a huge wave and you don't have any of your own, which you could have kept alive until the next wave is closer.
Protect your wave at all costs. Actually, would you say protect wave more than focus? Well, you definitely would. Yeah, you protect your wave more than you focus the enemy wave.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. Good to know.
That's Shen has bad wave clear, good trading.
Good trading. So you focus on the trading. That is actually a philosophy that I adopt a lot in like other champions and other games. I don't like to patch weaknesses in my champion by like taking like specific runes or items. I like to just play for the strengths.
Yeah.
So this actually
I definitely agree with that strategy. Yep.
And then the last point is Soy's low elo. There you go.
We'll add a couple of ones that didn't come up too much, but like just save R until it's actually needed. Look if enemy has enough damage to burst through your shield insta. Only then we are early when saving someone.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you can't take like proactive Rs when someone is full HP for an engage, but that's
you definitely sometimes can. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Especially in that dive, like that example we looked at. I mean, we just get free kills if they commit.
Yep. And then like after getting a kill or forcing enemy to recall, instantly assess wave state and take decision to stay versus recall.
It's definitely something I've been trying to do more. I think I'm just not experienced enough. I will look and it's like hard for me to determine, so the decision's just not fast enough.
Analyze after, like decide fast.
I agree.
I'm trying to think if there was any big thing we missed. No, I think these ones are good. Oh yeah, I'll add this as well. Like, keep eyes open for angles with leftover cues.
Yes, definitely. I feel like that's something that I was better at in the past that I actually got worse at just because I took such a long break from Shen. I think that's something I was better at, and obviously not good because I was like a lower elo player, but I think it is actually something that I visibly think I noticed got worse recently.
Maybe. Or maybe you're just like noticing when you're
Maybe,
missing
yeah.
the angles more often because you're getting better.
Very, very possible. Very possible. I agree.
All right. Well, thanks for
That's
today
productive.
then. That's it.
Yeah, I feel productive. Definitely a lot of weird things that I feel like they're hard to notice if you don't like have this much experience like you
Yeah,
do.
for sure. All right. You're gonna notice them more going forward. Good luck in
Yeah,
your
let's
games.
go.
And
Time to insta queue up and get Master Chief one day.
Oh yeah,
That's what's gonna
for
happen.
sure.
Definitely. That's 100% gonna happen.
Yeah. Good luck out there.
Alright.
Thanks for today.
Alright.
See you around.
Yeah, thanks for your time. That was good. All right. See you later.
Yeah. GG's.